When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night. Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
Corey, CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. From way up, diving double axe handle. Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of plenty.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate Punk and Drew have for each other, I think this match is going to need to be stopped. Before either of these men give up.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Ooh, uncorks it, uppercut.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
An example of what makes the Scottish Warrior so ruthless in every sense of the word.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
Oh no! A sledgehammer is now in play.
Spin kick to the midsection. Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake.
And into the corner he goes.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Retrieving a wrench from underneath the ring.
Ouch. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside.
He goes for the cover. Oh, my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Just rubbing salt in the wound now. That's going to fire you up with anger.
Good reflexes from him there. Just clubbing down.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Sent flying hard into the corner.
And he's letting his prey stumble right into his trap.
Just beat down with that wrench.
He's faltering, slowly getting up.
He's able to reverse it.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it. because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get. Quick escape from danger there. What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. GTS connects.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Looking for something big here.
Punk about to take flight.
Oh, man, he landed rough there.
To take that risk and completely whiff like that significantly decreases your chances of victory tonight.
Stiff shove that creates separation. Maybe get something else going.
Setting them up in the corner.
Stops that offense from connecting.
Now opponent drop with a clothesline. CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Punk's finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
Man.
Deep uppercut connects.
He's just waiting for that perfect moment.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
Punk avoids the attack.
Huge kick connects.
There's the skull absorbing further impact. If he does not start protecting his head better, it may become the main focus in this match.
Ooh, hitting with that wrench. Boom.
Oh, this is just turning into a savage display of violence. Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestler.
CM Punk working.
Fires back with a crucial elbow. Future shock.
Drew has to be looking for that.
Hit on CM Punk.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
Placed into the corner here.
Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
This whole building is shaking.
CM Punk from the top rope. CM Punk with the elbow.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Nails the GTS. No way Drew's getting up now.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Exhibiting a crazy amount of... And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
And that is a bad man with a hammer in hand. And now heading back inside the ring.
Oh, a sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of you.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Boom! Snaps the leg across the head.
Able to steer clear of danger there.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has caused McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
And CM Punk is in control.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the seconds. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. He'll make his way to the ring.
Drew and
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
A Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here. A clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA, he went to other companies, and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, they really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the Architect is capable of.
Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who can execute on their plans first? CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
Averts disaster with an elbow in the midsection.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him.
Sliding into the cover, looking to end this.
Using the ropes for leverage, that's not right.
Caught in the act, the ref not allowing that to work.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Hooked up.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
Calf kick finds the mark. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023. Remember,
chucking his opponent to the outside, surveying the situation, picking up speed.
Making that type of athleticism look easy when it is anything but.
brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Check out the springboard.
Able to parry that one.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
Saw it coming. It counters it.
Big time height on that kick.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Boom, right in the button. And he re-enters into the ring. Boom, and he manages to reverse. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more...
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Sleep. That could end Rollins right now.
2. And they're still in this.
As long as his heart is still beating and there's still breath in his lungs, Seth Rollins will always keep fighting, even if it kills him.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn them. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk. Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether. He connects with a counter.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the Architect is capable of.
Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who can execute on their plans first?
Oh, my gosh! He's able to dodge that one in time. Powerful uppercut finds the mark. Rollins has to be seeing red now. He is not performing to expectations thus far against Punk.
Strong counter from Punk.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still...
Can he put it away? Power right out at one.
This one is still anyone's game at this point. Punk sidesteps out of that.
Clothesline. Headed back into the ring. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Ventures out into the crowd despite the threat of a countout.
Seth Rollins trying to bring the audience along.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't know my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. And now he gets back into the ring. High red district for CM Punk.
From the top, double axe handle connects. Rollins finding himself in deep trouble here against Punk. No chorus can help this man now.
Stalking from above.
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up and a kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp and coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man.
CM Punk struggling a bit here. Not the welcome return to competing on Raw he had hoped thus far.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Oh. Focusing their attack on the arm.
But pumps their way out with a punch. Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Regal Plex.
We've already seen a few blows land above the neck.
Quick thinking and quick rollout there. Wants to regroup and recover.
teeth.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Gone to sleep. Is it enough for Punk? CM Punk. CM Punk connects with the elbow drop.
Punk in the driver's seat now. He's got Rollins right where he wants him after that.
And Punk now looking for the pinfall.
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
And he evades sudden
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Boom! GTS. Seth's eyes look glazed over.
There's two. Kick out at two.
Rollins staying in this thing. Some could even say he's far too stubborn to have things end like that.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good. Nice scoop roll up for the win. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank and the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 1,365 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Three of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania. But this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with a Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, two men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work. When he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation with the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Badmouth the company. Will this be enough? He puts an end to the pin there. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
Oh, that would break your face.
And a stomp to the gut.
Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area. He's maybe gonna re-strategize now.
And he heads back into the ring.
Back.
Uh-oh! Counter! Right when it was needed.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
He's gearing up for something. Hurled away. God.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him.
DDT.
Thumped with a big blow.
Spin kick to the midsection. He is looking to do some serious harm. Oh, Seth gets caught with a counter.
Bone-crushing backbreaker.
That'll rearrange his spine.
Punk now locks in that double under. Hoisted up, but too heavy, and now counted out. Big clothesline.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Pulls the ripcord.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
That was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
Punk avoids the attack.
Rollins with a reversal. Spin kick to the midsection.
This is the...
No. Look at this. That is incredible. What a crossbody.
Making a splash on the outside with a truly reckless attack.
Boom.
Kick to the gut by Rollins. Opponent defenseless.
Henry.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent. And a double underhook backbreaker.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Reigns down an elbow in retaliation. Boom. Boom. Face first. And remember the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man.
Rollins drops his opponent.
Stop!
Did Rollins get enough of it?
Goes for the pin. Oh, that'll break up the pin.
Just in time, too. Oh, the steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
Solid bit of defense on his part there. Rollins, spear! Will that close Punk out?
He wasted no time kicking out there.
How on earth did that happen?
And Reigns absolutely can't believe it, but he cannot let that slow him down.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Great in-ring IQ on display there.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. Boom!
So much disdain with each of these shots.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Talk about a jumping nothing. A real miscalculation on their part. Delivered into the barricade.
And now headed to the outside. And a big boom.
Big time clothesline.
Countering that offense.
Roman telegraphing that one.
Calf kick on the money.
And he's able to avoid that offense. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation. We knew this one was going to be good.
Watch out. Good Lord. Taking flight.
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
He goes back into the ring here. Brought down with a DDT. Guys, we might be part of the action here.
Let's hope they don't get that close. A show of disrespect from Reigns.
Stops the kick.
Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own.
Flying. Nobody knows. What an impact.
Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
Going for the pin for the win. He breaks the ref's count after one.
What a kick out. This match has been absolutely incredible.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Oh, he's about to leave his mark on the...
Such an underhanded tactic there.
A razor-sharp chop there.
To the sky. Cross body from the top. CM Punk looking to cinch in the Anaconda Vice.
He makes the save and breaks the holds.
A timely intervention. Power slam here, but sliding out the counter into an inverted DDT.
Never saw that coming. And now he's back. No coming back from Reigns after that.
Turning it into the pin.
Two. Wow, just barely making it out.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people's he...
Rollins perhaps going in for the kill.
Stop!
That could be Punk's demise.
Cover.
Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up Reigns and Punk's defeat perfectly.
The ladder match is always a wild ride with one rule: get to the prize and create your destiny. We're underway tonight with Tatum Paxley and Miles Bourne. Now they will be facing some fierce tag team action with Nia Jax and Bronson Reed.
Yeah, and a ladder match has all the makings to get out of control fast. We've seen some pretty impressive uses of the ladder, and sometimes they fail in a glorious fashion.
Targeting the arm now.
Just snapped back to the ground there.
Looking helpless right now. Ever since its introduction, superstars have been displaying brutal creativity with those ladders.
That's kind of the beauty of a ladder match. It's as much about punishment as it is about being creative. The only thing that really matters in the end is being able to retrieve the prize dangling above the ring.
What a forearm. Oh, right into a counter. Oh, atomic drop. And Reed capitalizes there. Powerbomb position. Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win? Back into the ring she goes. She's going for it. She certainly is. She can do it. Wicked forearm. Did you hear that thud? Oh, look at this. How pretty is this? Face buster. Hoisted high above her head. And down.
Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that.
Whipping lariat. Alabama slam. You have to be in big physical condition to pull off a move with that much weight behind it. Oh, she retaliates. A big body block and then an elbow drop.
Just adding salt to the wound.
And now the hunter has a weak prey about to pounce.
Turn Nia Jax around there. Oh, catapulting down on the opponent. Oh, he's searching for something.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
Crushing impact from that knee. Man, that is going to leave some serious welts. She's getting that ladder perfectly positioned. Look at them climbing right up that ladder, and nobody's preventing it.
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach. She's stretching for it, grasping at victory.
Come on now. You got to get a better grip on that.
Closing in on the prize here.
This one's about to be in the books.
Here are your winners, the team of Tatum Paxley and Miles Bourne.
Here we go, and reaching that dangly prize is the name of the game in this ladder match. In this one, we get a chance to see Miles Bourne and Tatum Paxley. Then the opposing team is, of course, filled with Nia Jax and Bronson Reed.
And it's a game of balance in a ladder match. You want to beat the hell out of your opponent, but you got to maintain the...
Look out! A flip shot cross body!
That was absolutely unreal.
Coming in at breakneck speed. She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes. Most superstars tend to push the envelope whenever they're in a ladder match.
Yeah, and while it works for some, more often than not, it backfires. You don't have to go full steam in this one. You have to pick your opportunities wisely.
I don't care how much bigger you are, a backbreaker like that will keep you close to ground level.
Oh,
crucifix.
And now,
Look at this! Barrel roll tope!
Flying out of the ring like a rocket.
Packing some jet fuel on that one.
Tatum Paxley feeding off the crowd, feeding off their energy.
I'm all for getting in the head of your opponent, but there's a point where she has to lock up. Uh-oh. Crash and burn.
Just trying to get cute. And look what happened.
Yeah, that ended up being completely ugly instead.
Oh, taking the boots to them.
We might want to get mobile, boys.
Let's hope the visit to our desk is only temporary.
she's got that ladder right where she wants it.
Oh, jarring uppercut. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. She's in place. Can she end this here?
Desperately trying to get a secure grip.
Keeping at it. Could this be it?
Halfway to taking this whole thing home.
This could be it.
So close. This could be boom.
Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Here are your winners, the team of Tatum Paxley and Miles Bourne.
The prize has been raised above the ring, and it's time to get things...
Watch out!
Suicide dive! Whatever it takes to win.
Turning themselves into a missile.
And hitting the drop zone. Dead center. Taking things to the top rope. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Ooh! Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Oh, step up enziguri. Look, I know this is just a ladder match, but what's to stop any of these superstars from using tables and chairs?
Absolutely nothing. You gotta know, coming
and she quickly turned that around. Catching a drop kick. Under the ropes and back into the ring. Release back suplex.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. Oh! Clubbing blow. Dazed and confused, and things are only about to get worse.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
Oh, it's about to get busy in here. We're looking at somebody with very dangerous intentions in mind right now. Oh, a stiff kick. Oh, curled into that corner so hard there was a ricochet.
Ooh, great anticipation. Moving into the ring.
Hitting the turnbuckle and shaking the whole ring.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh, just cowering away here.
Already he's taking on some damage.
Yeah, you can see the intensity growing with Reed.
Saw the chance for respite, and she took it. From the top! And Paxley is channeling the energy of this crowd.
What a drop kick.
Oh, ouch. Drop kick.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Pretty drop kick. And she's positioning the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
The prize is in sight, but is it in reach?
You can't waste any time now.
Maybe, just maybe, this could be it.
Almost there, a little more.
She might win it right here, guys. I think she might.
This might be it. It might be all over. God, Lord, brutally.
Here are your winners, the team of Tatum Paxley.
We have a loaded set of competitors under the hanging.
Throwing caution to the ring she goes.
Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead, it was right on the money. She goes under the ropes, back inside.
Oh, caught with a drop kick.
What a shot by Nia Jax. No clue what he hopes to find down there.
Now with kendo stick in hand, he's become even more dangerous. And down, not pretty at all.
Knife and chop. Uh-oh. What an elbow drop. She's leaning the ladder in the corner. I've never seen anything good come out of this. Is there any strategy to a ladder match? Or is it just pure chaos?
Sometimes chaos is the strategy, Cole. If there's constant action and ladders flying everywhere, you can at least be sure no one else is safely making their climb.
Rapid fire stops to the back.
And if the first stop doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
Look at that insult to injury with that one. I don't know if there's any ounce of professionalism in an attack like that. Punch lands.
And connected with that springboard, man.
Oh, step up Enziguri. Look at this. A slingshot cross body.
Man, that was a big risk, but it paid off.
Down across the neck. Ooh, and he stops that offense.
He's able to dodge that.
Ooh, off the steps.
That's got to do it. There's no bouncing back from that. Step up senton.
Boom, face first. Back into the ring now.
Boom.
You have got to be kidding me. A deadlift military press. This is unreal power.
And a slam.
Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, someone just threw their plan out the window.
She gets out of it.
All right, we got it the first time. Let's get back to business.
High risk.
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
This is why we call it high risk. A mistake will cost you big time.
Showing Bronson the door here. She goes back into the ring.
Incoming.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. She's grabbing at the prize now.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
Made it to the top. Now it's about snatching down the prize.
It's within arm's reach. Just needs to capitalize.
She's got victory within reach.
Mere seconds away from the win here.
Here are your winners, the team of Tatum Paxley and Miles Bourne.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk is claiming that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,300...
Shoulders down, pending a predicament.
He powers out and is more than ready to keep going.
Super kick!
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. WWE, a bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
He's heading back to the ring. Drop kick from behind.
Roman taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one bit.
Sent into the corner.
Battering away with a series of brutal clotheslines in the corner.
He's going for the pin. Not letting it happen.
He saw his window closing there. Reigns now snapmares his opponent. Boot to the kisser. And he's going to use this moment to regroup, to get his mind right before re-entering the fray.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Had him out the company for many years while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, the piss runs off. Suffers a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared up for 10 years.
Oh, he paid for that high risk.
Getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and chop block.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick. Be looking for a neck breaker here. No! Forearm to the base of the skull.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will win a main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer. Boom! Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. And backbreaker.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to swallow this fight.
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Into the pinfall for the victory.
I don't know who's more shocked he just kicked out. The fans, us announcers, or his opponent.
Roman has been denied. This is not something. Oh my God, that is good. Off the ropes already forming from that kendo shot.
Oh!
And now the shoulders down.
This might be it.
Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up Reigns